Sebei region, populated mainly by the Sabini people, covers the districts of Kapchora, Queen and Bukwo. This region is located on the slopes of Mount Elgon with serene environment, beautiful waterfalls and magnificent landscape. Sabini women have been subjected to different forms of gender-based violence, including female genital mutilation, domestic violence, rape, defilement, land grabbing from widows, inheriting women, and early marriages. Chalimo Emily, a 20-year-old mother of 6, ignored her husband's abuses when he returned home drunk. Thinking that this is his usual behavior for the past 5 years, and she has numerous scars all over her body to attest to this. She endured all this for the sake of her children. She didn't want to abandon them. However, on this occasion, he wanted to inflict more pain on her than the usual fist blows, beatings and abuses.
Agon namba mi kwa mesa chumi she kumwele pamle kumwele ndada gimnyet kumwaje gar mandit nyowo nyole abanda mata gimnyet jimna chumi nyet pagengala kana mami gimnyet nyoga misaniti kongi chaku forchumugi direktade anida da yendine chai na chuma beyo daga ujigene bagenge kiyon bagenge ya dagaram gater kwa mbaya ina kala bararam jitu kutum dia nanya bagenge lekala gi no tunya mi kire lek pelam daga na mi urle gi no tla go ri shui ta ge ni gi no tla namnya bagenge la ku fare na bagenge la tawul ndai ki jonda ku fare na ga takke ko nya kala ngak pale kitu bogum bale kwet.
Fearing arrest, he kept her locked up in their house for 10 days with no treatment, except for a rabbit's fur, which he put on her fresh wounds to stop the bleeding. Betty Kisa is 22 years old and has been married for 8 years. She now has 4 children. Her husband has been inflicting violence on her for the last 4 years because she refused him from selling the only land they owned and were living on. He married another wife and lived separately from her and her children. Her husband encouraged his father and brother to mercilessly beat her and destroy their house so that she would become homeless and leave him.
Why never did I be why? Chonyo, why ni la chogu rotino amita ko chogoni chogurocho angu chuda. Yoko guchuda la guchuda chusang aponta lekpe. Yoko guchuda aponta lekpe. Yek chakil mapa kenga ngumi na kundunyo. Ya ancho ya wanjo ya la serge. Yoko serge ala ancho ata ogeldaran. Yoko wanjo ata ogeldaran. Yeku anyur ya pukortiet nyaru pondetani. Kia na monyo bagenge, kia toro nya brungmin, angkla mangumi nagi. Kia chun punda pi ko yang choku tara nyo saromnyet after kak potwang, tara berlek penmin. The blabaga appreciate nya ba la tu, ni kia unne na kasa kar wa brungmin, wa brum baram kisret ngani na jang. Mangat dek pelek abr, ang wa kunya wa ngetam bilata langka kun. Harwa di ba sami chalolo ga nyurle, wa rjiga utlo. Dene amta da mori ta samita mira kwen kisi priyaginya vele kwen ma mi ba mi kya mi da o ma be shan le go le gam nyan le kwen priyaginya amta go le aga le go kya mi ko da ngos.
26-year-old Lydian Chemonges, unlike Betty and Emily, had a very supportive husband who would provide for her and her 3 children with all they needed. But tragedy struck and Lillian lost her husband. This left her very vulnerable as a young widow with limited means of survival for her and her children. Her father-in-law, instead of supporting her, took advantage of the situation and tried to evict her and the children from the matrimonial home.
Tamba bachemi ya bondi ngani kongwa iti abangala kala le kwan la kama bunda le kwenye muja tagrip kala ken gai gai kasle kwen mong la gai ni taranya kasle ko kaga je ko kwa ngala ko tale ko tikal nang kwa yi je no ashe manna ta tara mat jojin do kom nyonya bale ko nga dene ya kam nyonya le ko la mama chala ga le kimbanga Pika kaje machku kolan sawer ni ko chaga tala ko kiatena everything kichacha kunum baret panga tetala ko kwalya banga nya ko moye kware la ko kwalya banga apura nya ba nya mo la nde baba ne nyi mu jaga kas chije mo se ne nyi mu jaga kaso nyi tale ko chukki ko mo la kai ge ka ngeta ni garib mbale ko piranya sa bonda la apuri ya nyebri ya le kwa kumonda apur manye kari mo maweti uliake.
These cases underscore the widespread problem of gender-based violence in Uganda and Sebei region in particular. Actionaid International, working towards reducing poverty and injustice among the poorest people in Sebei region, is implementing women's rights and gender equality program to reach out to survivors of gender-based violence, a vice that is still prevalent in this region.
Don't suffer in silence. Report all forms of gender-based violence to the nearest gender-based violence shelter.
Imagine a world without poverty and injustice, in which every person enjoys their rights to a life with dignity.
I was poor in body and spirit, and I was living, and I won't say that I was alive. Now I know